we're gonna be reacting to her fitness journey, which takes 5 years. So let's see what she went through, and maybe you can learn something from that. Let's get right into it. Let's get active.
Thinkies. This is my 5.5 year fitness transformation that I just kind of told you guys about my personal journey. And if any of you guys resonate with the things that I've gone through and the struggles that I have, or you just need advice on maybe what the next steps to take, maybe this can help you guys out. So I started my fitness journey when I was 17. Now, just a little bit of backstory. I have always felt like the bigger friend. I have been 5'7" since I was 11, and that is a shitty feeling, you know, like all my other friends were petite. I lived in Hawaii, so I was just always the bigger friend. Like my thighs were always larger, my arms were always thicker, my waist just wasn't really that thin. And that really affected me growing up and my self-image and my self-worth, and it fucking sucked. So
yeah, I couldn't only imagine, because yeah, especially if you're the only one, the biggest one, the fittest one in your friends group, yeah, you will be somewhat the outcast. You'll be like somewhat not fully 100% fitted in.
I remember the turning point for me was like I was in high school, and like my crush, right? He was like, I don't know why we were talking about thigh gaps, but he was just like, oh yeah, like I worked super hard for my thigh gap. And I've never, like, look at this. I have never had a thigh gap in my life, like ever, okay? I'm a beefy bitch. It's just never happened. That situation made me feel like ass. It caused me to just have a really, really unhealthy relationship with my body and my self-image. Fast forward to
that's another thing again. Self-image is about the self. It's about you. So the image that you have for yourself should be
when I was 17.
the most important thing, basically. Or what others think about you should be secondary if you want to put it in the scale of what is important in your life.
I started working at Chick-fil-A. I had moved from Hawaii to Virginia, and they don't have Chick-fil-A's in Hawaii, which is why when I had it, I knew I needed to have it every single day, which is exactly what I did. And so I ended up gaining around 40 to 50 pounds, and so I went from 150.
Wow, she was actually slim or skinny.
My freshman year to being almost 200 pounds, close to 200 pounds, my junior year of high school. My turning point for me when I decided that I was going to change everything was, one, I got fired from Chick-fil-A for not showing up to work. Sorry. And then two, I didn't make it to the States for track and field my junior year, and that was embarrassing.
Yeah, we all have our turning point, and it's good to be mindful and to recognize it when it's actually happening.
And so after school, I had started running a mile every single day and doing like 15 to 30 minutes of HIIT. And that shit worked. Like, also I was eating like 800 calories, but it worked.
Wow, 800 calories, that's a lot of dedication, because this is way less calories that her body actually requires.
I lost, you know, the 40, 50 pounds and got back down to that initial weight, but the issue with that is that that wasn't sustainable for me. So fast forward into...
That's what I said. It's not sustainable, because basically 800 calories, it's about starvation. She actually was starving herself.
Going into college, and I gained the freshman 30, okay? It wasn't 15 for me, it was 30. If you know anything about college, the whole buffet style that they do, like it got me. Like I was in there enjoying myself, even though the...
Wow, you must have went to a good college, or a college that's actually taken and like have some serious food, because my college was like, you would find bread sandwiches, mainly sandwiches.
Food wasn't even that good. I was eating just to eat. And so that really affected my mental health, because now I'm like, damn, like all this work that I did, like I'm sitting there trying to be cute and be curvy and be thin, and that just, like, for me, like I wasn't where I wanted to be. I soon met my best friend, and we both decided that we were gonna change our body.
Oh, wait, who's that guy? Who's that NY just like at the background, just being scammy?
And we were gonna start meal prepping and really take the gym serious.
All right, so this is really a good approach that she used, because the first thing what you want to do when it comes to getting your body in shape is to pay attention to what you're putting into your stomach. And that's one of the main first step that you need to actually take, because you know the weight is not coming out of nowhere. Even though there's added weight that comes as we age, but all of that has to do with the amount of nutrition or the quality of nutrition that we consume and the amount, of course.
Yes, and we went to the gym 6 days a week, and we did the saran wrap in the fucking in the sauna, and we prepped all of our food. We did that every week, and it worked for a really decent amount of time. But again, it was just too much at one time, and we did not, or at least for me personally, I did not stay consistent with it. Fast forward a couple months after that, so I was going on a cruise with my family. I was going on a cruise.
The main thing to take away from this right now is that if you're gonna build a fitness journey, whether you wanna lose or gain weight, or you just wanna get in shape, you have to think of the long run. You have to think, let's say for example, 5 years, if this is something that you can maintain over a long period of time. And if it's not, you might need to make some small adjustment. But the thing is, you have to be very adaptive to basically change it up. And you have to be realistic with yourself because, again, fitness or whether, again, whichever your goal might be, it doesn't have to be something that, you're going so super hard. I mean, of course, you have to be dedicated, but you have to be also realistic that you don't give yourself a goal that you know, or you maybe not really consciously know it, that you're not going to achieve it, but you set up your bars too high. You have to basically take it one step at a time. If you set your bar at 10, maybe you can set it at 5 or 7. That is going to be more manageable because you don't want to get basically a burnout or just, lose all focus. And at the same time, what happens is that you just fall off and you become, basically not active at all, which is basically not what you want.
My family, and I didn't like my body, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try a water fast. Awful idea, awful idea, and I'll show you guys like kind of the results. Now it did work, but like I literally felt like the worst piece of shit to ever exist, and it was because I had no energy because I was.
One thing that I've recognized is that she's moving from one extreme to the next extreme.
Only fucking drinking water, and I was trying to do these quick fixes that don't fucking work because they're
exactly, they are quick fixes. These things are water fast. All of these things are for people who have been in this fitness journey for a long period of time, for years, and they know how the body actually operates and they know how the body reacts to different situations they put their body in, and it gives them a certain level of understanding to go into these let's say a water fast. If you're gonna do a water fast and is your first time, you better be ready for it. You better know, okay, how your body is gonna react.
Quick fixes. It worked like temporary, and then as soon as I like put a piece of bread in my stomach, like I was like back to normal. Fast forward to my freshman year of college, I was kind of back at the same point that I had got.
I'm really curious, how did you actually manage to be this size and have the gap in between your legs now?
That I had gotten in my first semester of college. So I was about at like 180, and I had huge titties, and I'm gonna insert a photo right here. And
these are normal. Well, from what I can see, these are not really huge titties. Would you say these are huge?
And you can just tell that I
compared to what exactly?
I kind of gained weight all the way around again. And so,
look again. You said huge breasts.
So, of course, like it's summertime, I'm really gonna be on top of my shit. Like I'm gonna meal prep, I'm gonna go to the gym, and I did. And I saw results. I started to realize that the physique that I had wasn't necessarily, it didn't give me the ass that I wanted. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna fucking bulk. All right, I'm gonna do my first bulk in my sophomore year of first semester, and that was like the worst piece of shit I've ever did.
Another extreme again, from one extreme to the next.
Like I felt like I was stuffing myself with so much food. I had never eaten that much at one time.
But if you're gonna bulk, that's what it's all about, is basically stuffing yourself, overeating.
I was severely bloated, and that was because of the type of food I was eating. It just wasn't good for my digestion. I moved up to 168 pounds, and I fucking hated my physique. I carried a lot of the weight in my face, and I didn't carry it in my ass like I thought I was, okay?
Yeah.
So
that's one of the misconceptions that females, or we all have. A lot of the time, the fat is not gonna go where we want it to be at first.
It was like a fucking waste of time, and I hated my body. So fast forward, okay? We get past winter break, it's spring break time, okay? So now it's grind time. I'm in that bid.
Are you guys actually in your fitness journey? Especially now, it's about to be spring. Spring break is coming up, and then summertime. Are you working on your summer body, your summertime body?
Me and my best friend are doing everything and above the sun to lose fat as fast as possible, being super consistent in the gym. And also, mind you, at this time as well, I'm starting to gain more and more knowledge about, health and wellness and fitness. And that's because my major in college was kinesiology, and I had just started to begin to get into my major classes. And so that knowledge really, really helped me fine point and fine tune where I wanted my body to go. So I looked great. Like, I'm into this fucking photo.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that she has some cuts, basically lower body fat.
My body leaned the fuck out. I mean, like, I looked amazing. Okay, and I thought I had like
She was saying that she had big boobs. I don't see it.
Perfect dream physique. Okay, but I didn't, of course, because as soon as I got home, like, my ass was eating everything and above the sun. I was like, okay, like, I'm still gonna work out, but I'm just gonna kind of eat whatever I want because, like, I'm skinny now, so it doesn't matter. Wrong. They got me. Wrong. Hate to see it.
And that's the difference, because there's healthy fats, there's unhealthy fats. The healthy fats gonna help you to gain weight healthily, and the unhealthy one basically gonna get you basically bloated.
And COVID happened, and that was 2020, and now everyone is home, and obviously a lot of that really affected my mental health, and I hated being home. Like, I just wanted to get out the house, whether that was to get fast food or whatever, and I ended up again gaining that weight back. Fast forward a month or two later, I had decided that I wanted to start posting on TikTok, which I ended up not doing. Okay, I made a couple TikTok videos. I might insert them in here, but they were trash. Of just showing like at-home workouts and trying to be physical. And I decided that I also wanted to get really good at running, and so I challenged myself.
Like the stream, guys. Thank you thank you. Like the stream and follow the channel.
To run a certain amount of miles, every single day, and I did that, for a really long time. And I again started to lean out. I started to really clean up my nutrition, and my body started to get exactly where I wanted it to be. And once the gym started opening back up, like, that's when I really started to see a lot of change.
Oh wow, you can see the changes right there. Her thighs are getting more opening up, and she's really lean.
In my musculature. Now we fast forward into the end of 2020, and I've decided that in 2021, like, I'm really gonna start, documenting more of what I'm doing, like taking more before and after pictures, which is something that I regret not doing. And if you're personally on a
Hi, journey to healthy hair. I like the stream. Thank you for watching.
Fitness journey, I highly recommend that you do. As you can probably see, I don't really have a lot of
Okay, let's look at it now. She has thighs, but when it comes to depth, it's not actually happening. Her booty is still kind of lacking. It's almost like, still lacking.
Like glutes, like I have wide hips, and it's clear that I have definition, but I didn't really have the density in my butt like I really wanted, or the toneness in my upper body. I ended up getting pretty skinny
again?
Before my birthday, and
what happened?
I love that physique. Like, I thought it was perfect. Like, I was like, oh yeah, like, I'm finally here, like, I finally made it, this and that. Until this random, I went to Miami for my birthday, which, again, like, I love my physique. I thought it was
oh wow, she went a long way. You can see the changes in her body actually over time. Healthy hair, I'm doing good. How about you? How are you doing?
Perfect. Like, I was the perfect amount of skinny that I wanted to be. And someone had took a picture of me from the back, and they showed me my butt. Okay, and I didn't know that I had anything to be depressed about until I fucking saw that picture. It had me sick. Okay, because I mean, I was giving pancake.
Yeah, like white girl booty.
And it was that moment when I was like, okay, like, I need to change something, because this is just not where I want to be. Like, I want a fat ass. Like,
one thing I actually admire about her story is that she keeps going. She doesn't give up. Like, every milestone that she's went through right so far, she always trying to find a way to rebound, to actually get back on track.
fucking Hampton University, where I'm surrounded by all these beautiful black women who have these fucking dump trucks, and I just didn't have one. And I'm in my senior year of college now. So I was like, okay, like I'm really gonna be on top of it. Like I'm gonna do this and that with my nutrition and blah blah blah. And again, I started to lean out again. I wore these like BFR bands for like a really
okay. So this is the girl's famous pose, like very much on the side. You can see the thighs. The thighs are normally the biggest part in the body, or biggest muscle group. And from this angle, you can see that as if she have depth, or basically her booty, not just thighs, not only in the side, but she has depth, you know. And this one, she have decent abs. Her stomach is actually decent.
long time, for like 2 years, because like I was really insecure about my butt. And yes, they do
How are you doing? Healthy hair. Tali, how you doing?
have benefits, but I wouldn't personally recommend them, because the only real reason I was wearing them was because I wanted my butt to look fatter. Again, cut down, really like my physique. My butt, my glutes really started to grow, and that is because I focused on my form.
And this picture is hard to tell again, just like, yeah. And the side profile is hard to tell if the booty is actually existing, you know, because it's the angle that she used to take this picture. So I would like to see a picture without the angle into it.
When it came to my lower body exercises, and I really started to see results with that. But then I got COVID.
Oh, shoot. No way. Did you guys got COVID? For me, I didn't get it. Actually, I got it. It didn't show the symptoms. I was just normal. I was functioning normal.
I had some other health issues that I'm not going to talk about on here because it is personal. And it ended up just setting me.
Hi, Tali. So you haven't been going to the gym in a while. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, well, again, you have a new addition to your family. I can imagine the little fella is keeping you quite occupied, quite busy. I can imagine it's hard to go to the gym, but yeah, the gym is, you know, waiting for you, missing you.
Back where I wanted to be. And then I also had like some knee issues where I had to go get physical therapy for.
The knee issue is becoming a thing, because it's like it doesn't. So many people that I know who has knee issues. I'm not saying it's their fault, but it's like knee is one of a big problematic body area.
Or that made it really difficult for me to do a lot of movements, and I had to really stop.
Oh, about the new issue thing. There's a live stream I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can get it done this week about knees, what to do to basically remedy your knee, to help your knee get stronger and somewhat heal. But knee problems are very frequent, very common.
You know, doing specific exercises like squats and lunges, and I feel like that shit was really holding me back, and it just sucked to kind of deal with that and not really know when you're gonna feel healthy again. Now we are around mid-January. This is my last semester of college, and I'm just like, okay, like I'm really about to, go all in again, which is again, like you're gonna go through constant cycles where you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna go again, I'm gonna go hard in the paint, I'm gonna be consistent, and then like you're inconsistent. So hear me out though, okay? I had recently started seeing all of these TikToks about people taking creatine and it growing them the fattest ass that they've ever seen before. And also about the importance of training hard and eating enough. And so I decided to take the leap. I bought the creatine. I freaking increased my calories to around 2,700, and that was the most calories I've ever eaten before.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because that's not about the amount of calories a man will eat, and especially if you're trying to gain muscle, and especially you want to try to gain some glutes, some booty, you need to eat more than you should. And at the same time, she has not only that, she's dealing with the knee issue, because her issue now is she want to grow her glutes, she want to get a bigger booty, because now she has the side, her hips are basically not lying, and now she just needs the depth. And to have the depth, it's all about lower body workout. And her knees injury it really sucked. But again, let's see how she actually turned that around.
And I also started training closer to failure. I did those 3 things and I fucking blew up. And not...
Oh no, not again. Because now her abs are barely shown and you can see her upper body. I'm not, yeah, well, her arms are up, but you can see her upper body, upper chest area is actually, yeah, not so defined as it was. Yeah. All right. Journey to healthy hair. I start to have a knee pain after my pregnancy. Wow, that sucked. My husband say I'm too heavy, my body for my knee. That could be the case also because remember now, our knees doesn't grow. Meaning as time goes by, our body, we can put on muscle, we can put on fat, but our knee basically remain the same. And also our bones. So if your husband tell you that you get into a heavy, I think a man's trying to give you a sign to get your, as to the gym. I mean, seriously, it's not, just make an effort. Even if you cannot work out lower body for now, Tali, try to focus on upper body, all the things you can do. And you don't need to go super hard, of course, just 30 minutes. Oh, I remember. Where are you now? Where are you located now? Because if you're not in the Netherlands, of course, I'm not sure how accessible the gym are for you right now.
In the way that I wanted to blow up. I didn't like my physique. I didn't like the way that I looked in dresses. I didn't feel like I was really feminine anymore, but I just kept pushing through. And I was like, well, let me just stay consistent with this. Like, I need to give my body time. And I am so grateful that I did that because I started to lean out significantly.
Okay. Her body going through a lot of changes. All right, now we are here. She seemed like she lost some weight again. Yeah, she did lose. You can see her stomach, her abs are barely almost there, almost showing.
On those same calories. Now, I graduated college, I moved to Florida, and then I decided that once I'd gotten really lean, I was like, okay, well, I want to put...
Okay, all right. Now she's getting even leaner. All right, you can see her abs are showing, but still, and this angle to tell whether the booty gets some depth is if it's really pointing out is hard to say with this picture because again, this picture is the angle will show that she has a booty, and it's hard to tell if it's real, if it's close to reality. But one thing is for sure is that her stomach is, it's flat.
On more muscle again, so I want to go in a bulk. Okay, so now instead of eating 2,700 calories, I started eating 3,100 calories, and I got fucking thick.
Okay, right. So now you can see her lower stomach is getting thicker again. She went through a lot of transformation, really. All right, Tali. So what's the hold up? When are you gonna start going to the gym again?
As expected, and at first it was, it's fun, but you don't realize that you're at your dream physique until you no longer are at your dream physique. It is difficult going from eating 3,000 calories and then trying to go into a cut because you...
2,700, you said, not 3,000.
You have a 3,000 calorie fucking hunger sensation.
Yeah, I remember you gave birth. I don't forget, but I'm saying, yeah, so you can work out upper body.
I was hungry all the time, I could eat all the time, it wasn't a problem for me to get my 3,000 calories, 3,100 calories in, I was ready to eat, and I was still training.
Oh, okay. So, but how is this process? I see you said my cut has to heal first, and how long is it gonna take you for your cuts to fully heal?
Really hard. Because
I can imagine when you had the surgery, you don't wanna, you shouldn't go, make any unnatural physical movement, and or else you might get a tear. So how long do you have more? What is the healing process? What is the trajectory for your healing process? How long would it take?
I was still being consistent with working out. I never ever stopped working out in that process. But
this is what's really gold, because within this entire process, whether the ups and the downs you went through, she still stayed focused. Basically, she stuck to the thing that is really important, which is constantly keep working out. Even though she's trying out new strategies, but she still go and work out.
Again, it was difficult for me to shed the fat because I didn't have any self-control when it came to food. now where I'm at right now is that I have started my cut. Initially, I did a great job, okay?
Okay. All right. Her thighs definitely got bigger, and her stomach, yeah, it's hard to see with this picture.
I was like 3 weeks into my cut, and I was fucking...
Okay. This is where she out right now. Bro, how does it look like she... Yeah, anyway. Like she developed a man and stuff. But her thighs look quality. Her stomach also look good.
Loving my physique. So now where I'm at today is I'm really honing in again on my nutrition. And
okay, now she also gained a bit more weight. Yeah, healthy weights, of course. You can see now her fat percentage level really went down, and her thighs. Okay, still, her goal is still to get the booty, to get the glutes growing. I want to see from the glutes section because her hip, she always had hip.
And holding myself accountable for where I can do better at, because again, like, I want to be a better person, not just like when it comes to my body, but also when it comes to my mental strength and my discipline.
Yeah, that's for sure. Her mental strength and discipline, I would say her mental strength is really there, and that's one thing that is admirable about her.
There is nothing wrong with my physique now. I know exactly where I want to go, and I know exactly how to get there, and it's just about being consistent and patient, because this process is going to take a really long time. It does, and I'm sorry. Again, like, I have been working out for 5 to 6 years, and I only a couple months ago did I really see the changes that I wanted to make, that I really see the glute growth that I wanted. So I don't know, I'll probably have to make another one of these, because again, this was my first YouTube video, so I've probably...
All right, on that note let's finish it up.
A lot of rambling, and like the timeline probably is all fucked up. If you guys have any questions about your journey, or if you want to know any extra information that I missed out, just drop a comment below, and I'll make sure to respond to all of them.
Yeah, just drop a comment below, and I'll make sure to respond to all of them, of course, too. So one thing we have learned is that first thing you need to do is to be consistent and to stay dedicated. The thing that she's done that is that got her going in a circle, or just basically keep going on and on and on and not getting the result that she actually really is looking for, is that first thing first, she keeps trying different things, which could be good, but at the end of the day, what I've realized is that when she tried these different things, it gave her the adverse, basically not the result that she actually looking for. And why didn't she actually try to hire a personal trainer? Because a lot of the time what you need is that that expert advice to actually give you the knowledge that you need to take you to the next level, because an expert can look at your body and actually figure out, okay, this is where you are, we can go analyze it, and this is the adjustment that you could make. Because a lot of the time she could have saved some time. Basically, now she said she's from 6 years, 5 to 6 years now in her weight loss journey, or basically her body sculpting journey, I would say. And she's tried many things, but probably she could have cut that time into 2.5 years, rather, if she actually got expert help, or basically speak to somebody who actually, work, a personal trainer, for instance, and maybe she'll get more, help to actually achieve. She will know, okay, for example, the water fast, it was a total disaster for her. She would have known that, okay, a water fast, if she really want to do it, how she could do it for her specific goal. And at the same time, if it's something that she should really do. Because again, not to forget that there are a lot of solutions out there. The world is full of solutions, but your problem doesn't fit every solution. So, or let me put it like this, not every solution will fit your problem. So you have to really, be mindful, and also have some people who've been doing this for a good period of time, who knows the ins and outs, and actually can give you the expert help and the tips that you actually are looking for. So if you guys have any question, you can put it in the comment section, and please just like the stream and follow the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's do